Hey y'all, this is Katricia from SwitchARoo, and I am so excited to be here. This is our first video that we're going to be doing in our series of videos that we'll be putting out. We're hoping that these videos will help you learn about our changes that we've made to our sale and to our website, and just get general information on how to register, how to become a consigner, what does our pickup day look like, what does a drop-off day look like, how does volunteering work, and those kind of questions. And you'll find these videos here on this website under our F&Q page, and you'll also find them on our Facebook pages that we have. So if you're interested in the London, Kentucky event, you click here. And here on the left, we ask that you join our mailing list. This is like really important that you get on our mailing list. If you are interested in the Pikeville event, you go here. And this is the box that you go and click in to enter your email address, your name, and ask to join for the Pikeville event. So make sure you are in the correct event. Now, I really want to emphasize the mailing list because we have spent a lot of time on how to make sure that we are really effective with our emails. We live in like this crazy world of emails that seems like we just get tons and tons of emails and we don't even open them, or we put them straight to our junk folder, those things. We are going to be using email more to do things like our contests, because Facebook has changed the rules on how we can ask to tag friends and how we can share and those kind of things to enter into contest. So you might get an email that says, hey, do XYZ in the next 24 hours and you will have a chance to win a prize. If you've got us in your junk folder or something like that, then you won't be getting those emails. So make sure that you have put us in your inbox. Now, we have, again, like I said, spent a lot of time on figuring out where do you fit in to our SwitchARoo community. So, for example, if you are a consigner who has consigned with us for the past 3 years, you're not going to be getting emails that says, here's the way you consign. This is why you should consign. Here are the steps to go in and register and become a consigner. Because you are already a consigner. That's where you fit into our community. You're going to be getting emails that says, would you like to increase how much you earn as a consigner? Would you like tips on how to increase how many items you sell? You're going to be getting those emails because that is things that you're more interested in. And you're going to be getting emails, of course, about how the contests that we run for consigners, those things. Now, if you're someone who comes into the community and you says, hey, I am brand new, y'all. I have never been to a consignment sale before, but it looks a lot of fun. I want to be a part of it. Then we're going to be giving you emails that says, this is how consignment sales work. This is the steps you need to take to become a consigner. This is why you need to be a consigner. These are the benefits of being a consigner. So you will be in the community. However, you're going to be getting separate emails that are more that you're more interested in getting. And then you'll be getting emails maybe about contests that we'll be running for new people. Now, if you're someone who comes in as a new vendor, again, you're going to be getting emails about vendors. If you have told us that you do not want to be a consigner, but you want to be a vendor or a sponsor, then you're going to be getting those emails. So please, 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 with the cherry on top, if you have unsubscribed to us before, we ask that you come back in here and you enter your email address, your name, and ask to join again. Make sure you're in the correct event. If you have put us in your junk folder, we ask that you make sure you put us back in your inbox folder so that you will be getting those emails. And the most favorite part of the changes I've made, I think this is like the most awesome possum part of the changes we've made, is we are now going to be paying on pickup day. Now, I know you probably got a lot of questions on how does pickup day work because we have changed it. We will be doing that in another video. So for now, just be like all happy and excited because you're going to be getting paid on pickup day. You don't have to wait 2 weeks. So just say, yay, you get paid on pickup day. the second thing I want to show everyone is some changes that we have made when it comes to consigning. Now, again, we'll talk more about this during a video of how does pickup day work, but to help pickup day to run more smoothly and to ensure that everyone will be getting paid on pickup day, we are asking consigners to be sorting their own items. Now, we have a system set up so that will go smoothly and quickly, and we will make sure that we only have so many consigners there at certain times. So we will discuss all of that in our how does pickup day work video. So don't freak out. I promise we have a system already in place, and we have tested this, and we have sat down and really thought this through on how does pickup day work. The next change that you will see is a consigner agreement. Now, everything will be listed in that consigner agreement, but when you come here to register, you will have to agree to that agreement during that process. You will not sign that agreement on pickup day anymore. You do it here during this process of registering. So then, this is like probably my second most favorite part. It's really hard to choose which one. But this is like another like awesome thing that we are doing. If you are consigning in our London event, we was really thinking, what can we do to really help our consigners to earn as much as they possibly can earn? Because our goal is to, of course, to consign as everything we can consign, because we're trying to clean out our closets or we're trying to clean out our playrooms, and we don't want to bring those items back home, do we? So we want to make sure that we are reaching as many shoppers as we can reach. So since we own both the London event and the Pikeville event, if you are interested, and you will allow SwitchAroo, we will take your unsold items from the London event. We will transport them to the Pikeville event, which is like 2 weeks after the London event. Now, you will still get paid for the London event. You will get that payment then. We're only going to be taking your unsold items and transporting them to the Pikeville event. And the best part about this, we will set it up for you and all that stuff. We transport it and set it up for you. The best part is you don't have to pay the Pikeville fee to register. We will only ask you to pay for the London one, so the London event. So you get 2 events for the price of 1. Like, how cool is that? And then on top of that, we was like, you know what? We really want to make sure that that's just not enough. We really want to make sure that these London consigners really get the most for their items. So we thought, what we would do is not only waive that fee, but we will allow you to make 80% of what you sell at the Pikeville event. So here at London, if I do not volunteer, for example, and I'm only just a regular consigner, I make 70% and I pay $12. If I decide to let SwitchAroo take my items to Pikeville event, I don't have to pay that Pikeville event fee, and I can earn 80% of what they sell of my unsold items at the Pikeville event. So how awesome is that, guys? Now, we will probably only have a limited number of people who can do this because, I don't know how much stuff we will have to transport. So if you're interested in this, I encourage you to email us and let us know ASAP, so that if we have to put a limit on how many consigners we will allow to do this, you have already put your name on the list, so you're good to go. You can either email us at switcharoocell@gmail.com, or you can just send us a Facebook message. And like I said, we'll put your name on a list. If we do that and you do not want to drive, let's say you live in Corbin and you don't want to drive to the London, the Optimist Club, we can still pay you through PayPal. You just provide us with your email address that you use for PayPal, and we'll send your London proceeds through PayPal. So you don't have to worry about driving to the event to do that. Now the catch is this is part of this change that we've made. The catch of that though is if you do let us bring your unsold items to the Pikeville event, what doesn't sell there will either A, have to be donated, or B, you would have to come to Pikeville and pick up those unsold items. But now I'm going to tell you something though, guys. This is the first event that has ever happened here in Eastern Kentucky. We've not had no consignment sales here, and we don't even really have consignment shops here. People are so excited for this event. People are like already have showed so much interest. We've already got consigners for the Pikeville event. We're having it at the Expo Center. For those who are not familiar with the Expo Center, this is where we have like big concerts and big events at. I went and saw Gary Allen there. Josh Turner's getting ready to be there. We've had a lot of like great concerts here and things. So I feel like we're going to even have a greater interest and a greater response at the Pikeville event than I'm really expecting, because just what we've had for the past week has been really overwhelming. So I really believe that you guys will have a good opportunity to sell the rest of your unsold items. So please, if you're interested in that, get on our list. And let me see if we have any other things we want to show you before we go to our next video. Sorry, the wrong one. Let me go back. Another change we've made, and we'll talk about this when we do like a volunteer video, but you'll see this posted in red on the website. If you volunteer for a work shift and you do not show up for that work shift, you will get a $25 fee taken out of the proceeds of what you sold, of your consignor check. If you sign up for a work shift now and something happens, you get your shift, your actual work shift sent to you, and you cannot volunteer for that shift, you really have to contact us 3 days prior to the sale. If you do not, then you get that fee taken out. So, for example, one of the benefits for being a volunteer is you get to shop early. So this prevents people from signing up for a volunteer shift, coming in and shopping early, and then they don't show up for their shift. And also, if we are expecting 5 volunteers to help us with, let's say, setup, and no one shows up, then that really puts us behind, and then that hurts the consigners when they're trying to bring their items in. They have nowhere to put their items, they have nowhere to hang their items, because we're behind because we've not had those workers. So please make sure that if you sign up for a work shift, that you're prepared to volunteer for that shift. The more shifts you sign up for, the more benefits there is. So make sure you read those. And the last thing that changed is our vendors. We will talk about this a little bit more in our vendors, but something you will see on the page here that we will be adding on a little bit later on is the different ways that you can be a vendor or a sponsor. It's not just now set up a table. Now, we are taking applications to be a vendor, set up tables, but we also have ways for you to advertise your business. For example, if you have a banner, for a fee, we will hang your banner up inside where the sale is. We also have a program where you buy the little goodie bags, whatever kind of goodie bags you want to use. You provide the items that you want us to use and put in the goodie bags. And what we'll do is we will make the goodie bags for you, and we will hand those out to the customers. So if you put in there like a pen and a business card and some free samples, we will pass those out to the to the customers. And we have, you can do 100 of those for a certain amount. We will fix 250 of those for a certain fee, 500 of those for a certain fee. and we will be adding that information to that page that says vendor and sponsors. And that will be for both London and Kentucky, excuse me, both for London and Pikeville event. So check back there to see what those prices are. Then the last thing for our shoppers is last season we passed the credit card fee on to the shopper, and this spring sale and further on, I'm sure, but we will not be charging a fee if you use a credit or debit card. So if you last season came in as a shopper and you got charged that fee, don't worry about it this year. We will not be doing that anymore. So you can use any credit card, any debit card, and don't worry about the fee. It doesn't matter how much you spend, that fee will be waived for you. If you got any questions about anything we talked about today in this video, send us an email or send us a Facebook message, and I will see you guys later.